And we have Extensive for the first starting us off in the attacking round. See how he performs.
Yeah, Valley of the Damned is our first map, apparently, and Extensive already taking a couple of shots, not being afraid to take the chance for a long one as well. Only missing by a couple of centimeters so far, but look at this, as soon as he makes the first jump, he gets taken down. Wow.
Indeed. Wall jumping straight into the middle between the defenders. Like, I mean, yes, you're still pretty far decent away from them, but I mean, that's still quite a risk if you're willing to take it, to wall jump that height. With those defenders sort of like, you know, pretty close. I mean, they're quite close by, and they should be able to deal some accurate shots. And as we saw, yeah, they managed it, no problem.
Okay, so
as Dreamy changes his name.
Pause here.
It's more like it. So it is in fact Dreamy playing on the opposition of Evolution Gamers. Okay,
here we go.
Here we go.
1-0 is our score after successful defense from Evolution Gamers Italy. And here is Toto on the attack. Rabbitface, take it away.
Here we go. We have Toto here on the attack, and we all know he's quite an aggressive player usually. And if he is aggressive, he's usually very calm and he can deal with the situation very well. So we'll see how he performs here. He's on the cage, goes for a shot on the top. Tries the second one. Oh, that was a very close opportunity there. Unfortunately, doesn't quite connect the shot. Receives the first hit from Dreamy from the archways. And Toto makes a move onto this defender, receiving a hit on Arn and Extensive as well. So all three defenders do take a piece out of him. And unfortunate for Toto, he didn't manage to do the right moves to actually catch out these defenders. They seem to be ready for him.
I really liked the stuff from the defense, as they have the hallway through the fence very well covered. You could see for a split second a bunch of rockets coming down the corridor, and it was impossible for the attacker to go anywhere. But look at this, I'm starting things off with a pixel shot on Toto as he was trying to get back up to safety. But Arn doesn't let him go. Arn finding another hit, beautiful reaction as Nyko peeks just barely, but it's enough for Arn to take the shot. 3 in a row. What a smooth round from Arn, are you serious? Well, that's one heck of an opening.
That is one amazing opening indeed, Scuba. I mean, he did not miss one shot, I don't think. And he managed to be 100% accurate there, I think.
Easy.
Yeah, and that was fantastic. And that would have terrified the defenders, because every shot was going to hit. And obviously the third defender, oh my goodness, your legs would be shaking as soon as you saw him. And we have Johnny here for his attacking round. See how he performs, and he does indeed get a nice pop shot on Extensive. Pop shot, wall jumping off the wall, and a lovely follow-up pop shot on Dreamy as well, catching him out. And he is now stuck with 3 armor still, 4 centimeter miss, but he's got plenty of time to play around with Arn. Arn deals the 1 damage. He only needs to deal 2 more, but let's see if Arn can actually hold off this pole area. Johnny goes for another pop shot, doesn't quite connect it. Receiving a second hit from Arn now. Here we go, 1-on-1. Arn might actually have this. And he makes a wall bounce, and and Johnny makes a capture.
Very well done.
Only just though. And I don't think Arn had any more rockets left after doing that rocket bounce, which is very unfortunate for him. But good effort nonetheless. Johnny's round was absolutely fantastic. And yeah, played really strong.
Oh, I think so. I mean, very well done from Johnny on the pole to take the jump, but still using that stamina to take cover behind it so that Arn couldn't take advantage of that jump. Anyway, moving on to Dreamy. Wow. Here he comes around the fence. Oh, baited out Toto. 9 centimeters away from landing the first elimination. He's trying something else. Going through the fence, but we talked about this before. Evolution Gamers do have that covered. Beautiful support from Johnny to spam the rockets into the fence, and then Toto to finish the job.
Certainly. And here we go. Let's see how Nyko performs here.
Let me just quickly go over the setup of C-Play Academy here. So, standard setup, Extensive on the rail, Dreamy Woe inside the archway and on by the fence, and already Extensive doing a marvelous job on the laser pad. And look at this, that's 2 from Extensive already. Not letting Nico do or go anywhere near the pad. And well, he just drops down for a third.
He certainly does, and Extensive making the right move just at the right time as well. I mean, he could have been caught out there, but he did in fact get away with it, and while he was in that position, so close proximity to the attacker, he did in fact just land the last shot that he needed to deal. So we have Extensive now moving up. I actually thought he was going to go on top of the wall there. It would give him nice height advantage for that top player, Nico, at the top position. Extensive making a nice move onto Cage. Did receive 1 hit from Johnny, but a very good move on the Cage player. Eliminating him is actually going to help him quite a lot. Now, it's up to Johnny or Nico. I can't remember which one is actually... I think, yeah, Nico's now down there. And Johnny, yeah, taking the Cage position. So one of them does take the Cage position, but... Oh, Extensive is so close to the pole. He does manage to land the shot on Nico. Johnny deals the damage, bringing Extensive down to 1 armor remaining. Now it's all down to a one-on-one situation. Extensive or Johnny, who's going to come out on top? And it is indeed Extensive, as he managed to successfully achieve that attacking round quite well.
What a round from the Belgian, 1 by 1 picking them out. And keeping his head calm. As I could very well see that his dodging was superb that round. Anyway, Two-Player Academy now in that 1-point attacking lead. Let's see if Toyo has an answer. But now Dreamywo's successful pre-fire brings him down to 2 armors. Let's see if he can recover this. Good stuff. Does make the trade, but it does make him come back into the situation. Here we go, running away from the defense as they might go aggressive here and just brute force the 1 armor away from him. Toto is going to secure the high ground here, but only to rotate all the way to the right side. Maybe catch one of the defenders off guard, but it's not gonna happen. Tough stuff with 1 armor, and Dreamywo with his 2nd hit that round.
Indeed, and that was pretty decent indeed. And we have Arn now for his attacking round as he pushes up the field, avoids the pre-fire from the defense side. Which is usually the first stage of the round. The defense actually, so they spawn and they throw a load of pre-fire. Arn making a move onto Toro, and a beautiful shot indeed does take him out. That was a fantastic move. Nice swoop in there, surprising the defender. Did not give him enough time to retreat. And there we go. Lovely play on Johnny, and it does actually take him out as well. We've got 1 more defender remaining. Arn, again, holding us really strong in this attacking round.
Is he gonna even miss a shot here?
I don't know. Oh! It doesn't indeed. And again, still 100% accuracy on Arn's side. And
wow.
That is absolutely fantastic.
That is insane. 6 shots from Arn. I'm not sure if he went for a long shot like Johnny right here, but he just hit everything he could.
You've got to keep an eye on him. Is he going to miss a shot? I don't know. Anyways, let's see how Johnny performs. Does a little pop shot, but unfortunately doesn't go for the shot. Just the pop. Go for a shot, maybe. Guy on archway. My goodness, jumps over the rocket. Dreamy's rocket, that is indeed. But doesn't jump over that one, unfortunately. Does receive a hit. And a 2nd and a 3rd hit as well. 2nd by Dreamy and the 3rd by Arn. So Johnny moving into the sort of center pole area. Quite a dangerous move to be in there in that area. And yeah, you can see it gives the defense a chance to move in and push in and take it out.
And that's right, what we face. Dreamywo, so far the only attacker unsuccessful for Two-Player Academy. He sure wants to change that, so let's see if he can. Going around the fence, trying to catch this defender off guard. Focusing on the high ground player now, and he takes him down. Sweet headshot onto Nico. And 2 more to go, but we can say the same about the armor now. As Johnny brings Dreamywo down to 2 health points. And here we go! Dreamywo forces the mistake from Toto. Makes him jump. And that's gonna be an easy pickoff. Only Dreamywo, only Johnny standing in Dreamywo's way now. Who's gonna come out on top? The attacker does have the advantage here, and Johnny has wasted most of his rockets, but finally lands one. And can he find the second? No, the capture is there. Very close stuff, as Dreamy was already flying away from the pole from the bomb, but in the end it's enough, and that brings Seaplay Academy onto the match point.
It does indeed, and Dreamy's move on Todo at the cage was quite decent, and the reason why Todo jumped was actually to get up onto the platform in cover behind the cage. Unfortunately for Todo, he was not quick enough, and Dreamy was in there much sooner than he expected. But it did seem like Todo was trying to be as quick as he could about it, but Dreamy was there. He was there and ready. So we see Nyko now pushing ahead. All down to him right now. He needs this attacking round in order for his team to hopefully gain a point. But it's not looking good for Evolution Gamers for now. Nyko is hugging the wall the best he can. He's trying to catch out Extensive. He could have cut him out there. Extensive's now forced to push him. And Nyko makes a safe retreat as well. But also Dreamy is also there to stop him on this retreat round. Receives a second hit and a third hit from Arn right from the pole area. And that first match point goes to Seaplay Academy.
Very strong performance, especially from Arn. Wonder if he can keep that up. That was just insane. I've never seen that before in our series here.
Oh. And as we move on to the next map, Rust, which has gone through various different forms of versions, from the very old to the crew version with teleports, then my own personal version. We've now gone on to the 4th version by LiveArt, and it has a combination of the very old Rust starts, but something new, so a slight variation, incorporating of many other little parts from the different versions of Rust. We have this one, so
yeah, I really like this version. I actually can't wait when it's on matchmaking. It should be there by now, but for some reason it isn't. Anyway, the grapple hook is back to let the attacker conserve his speed on it. Let's see, Extensive. He's going to utilize the red podium block, which allows him to gain a lot of height from that. Here we go, it proceeds onto the right side. Wow, what a shot from Extensive to find his first elimination, and a second in a row. Could this be 3? Only Nyko holding his ground, but there's nothing he can do against Extensive's Belgian super hot laser.
there is nothing you can do about Extensive's laser. Oh my goodness, what a fantastic start on Extensive side for Seaplay Academy. And here we go, we've got Todo up for now for his attacking round. Let's see how he performs as he moves up the field nice and smooth, using wall jumping to keep his momentum up straight to the defenders. Receives a first hit from Dreamy in the mid position, and a second one as well, and Dreamy makes a push and makes a third as well. All 3 rockets on Dreamy's side, holding off the defense.
And we're very well played. Well, let's have a look at how Evolution Gamers Italy hold their positions here on Rust. Nyko is going to be the defender right here on top of the map, tagging the attacker for his teammates. Johnny and Todo, as you can see them right there. Anyway, are now on the right side. Let's see what he can do. They're trying to force some rotations, and there's one. Nice shot around the corner to take out Johnny. And man, here he is really conserving his shots, but there is the first one missed, I think. Not sure if he missed one before then, possibly, but anyway. The pole can be captured. Arn finds himself a flex shot, so it's all up to Nyko, who could very well defend this. I mean, only 1 armor for Arn and beautifully timed rocket bomb, but Arn's laser is ready again. Nyko is struggling to find the last hit. No way! He pushed him off the pole. It's gonna be only 88%. Wow.
Wow, okay.
That was
so
super close.
And there we see a case of a defender holding off the pole by just basically bouncing him off and keeping him off the pole. I mean, yeah, Arn managed to capture about, I think it was just over 80%, but it was just not enough, and that last bounce really bounced him too far when the time limit was just almost up. Now, we have Johnny now pushing into the field, onto the platform, in the box. Now approaching from the right side, does go for a pop shot. No shot though. Actually, I was expecting him to move in a little bit closer to Arn, and maybe he would actually had some visibility on him, but, you know, that's a risk that Johnny's going to be not willing to take, because it is quite dangerous to get up and close to Arn.
That's right.
There we go. Johnny actually making an attempt to shoot an Arn, actually. He was just behind the box, and now we have a rotation, a flank, and a box in. Bermuda Triangle style for Seaplay Academy, and Johnny is completely caught out and nowhere to escape.
A very popular move on the defender side, as soon as the attacker hangs out for a little too long in this little corner area, they do tend to come out and just rush him down. Really order to look out there.
I think Extensive is also moving in the right position really quickly as well. Like, he was there at the right time because his route would have been the only escape for Johnny.
Yeah. True that.
Oh, and a good shot by Dreamy there. Eliminating the first defender on the right side, Todo. And a lovely long distance shot on Nyko as well as he pops out of the pillar. And now we have one defender remaining. Dreamy trying to go for a shot straight down on Johnny's head from above the box. He tries to go for a second attempt there. Johnny now rotating to the pole. Whatever Dreamy's going to do. Johnny's actually moved away from the pole, and that may be a risk move, and there we have it. Dreamy does indeed get the attacking round, the second attacking point for Seaplay Academy.
Oh yeah, Dreamy made that relatively look easy. I mean, that long shot though, that was a beauty.
It was indeed.
51.3 meters.
That's the sort of shot you do see a lot of players try to deal. And I mean, there's another example right there. Nyko going for a long shot. And it appears keeping his height for now, dropping down. I thought he was actually going to move on the box, but if he did, he may have just got hit by rockets. Now, is he going to make the move in Arn? He tries to, and he's completely caught out, and Arn is there to clean up the mess.
He definitely didn't want to fall down in that little gap.
That's the only risk. That's the risk sort of like moving in there, isn't it? Because as soon as Arn makes that first shot, it kind of bounces and
he bumped him down.
Perfectly.
That's right. That's right.
The trench.
No, it's not even necessarily his fault, like bad movement or anything like that. It was really more of the case of him being bumped down by Arn's awesome rocket. Extensive now bullied away with one armor remaining as he tried to do something with one of these two defenders on the right side of the map. But it's being very tough here as the pressure is constant, and in the end Todo does indeed find the last hit necessary.
And here we go, let's see how Todo performs here. Fishing up the field now. Attempted long shot. Maybe on Extensive. Blocked a couple of rockets. And Extensive still continues to stay behind hidden pillar. Todo now up the field. Oh, receives a hit from Extensive. Pre-fire. That was good on Extensive, and a good choice he made there. Extensive actually pushing hard, but he's getting bounced about by teammates. Oh my goodness. And that made him very vulnerable, so that is something you can't exactly coordinate that well. Oh, Todo moving in on Dreamy. That was a good shot indeed. And now we have one defender remaining, Arn, on the pole. What can Todo do? Oh, and he does take him out indeed. Beautiful. Just a simple little jump there, and the crosshair happens to be hanging over Arn's model, and that was a fantastic shot and a good opportunity there as well. So
that's right, and for the first two shots as well, Todo came in strong with his flick shot game for that round, as he only had a split second for the first shots. He was coming through the archway, already going to safety, but then he saw with the corner of his eye the defender take a jump, accidentally by the bump of his teammates probably, but anyway, executing that flick shot perfectly. But now on to Arn for Seaplay Academy. Here goes Johnny with an interesting position. Now they have to be careful in order not to place two players behind the ball, but they managed to do so successfully, and Johnny with 3 rockets that round.
Yeah, holding off the defense for as a beast. I mean, oh my goodness, he is playing the defense pretty damn well there, and already got 6 defense points. Defense hits anyway, that's for sure. Now let's see how he performs in his attacking round. He had a pretty good play in what was it map called again? Valley of the Damned.
That's right.
And yeah, we'll see how it performs. He tried to make a move into towards Dreamy and Arn, but did receive a hit from Dreamy, so he's got to be quite careful as he makes that move. However, moving in there does leave the two defenders very vulnerable. Oh, and a second hit from Dreamy as well while Johnny was on the bridge. And Extensive makes a move forward and managed to deal that last damage.
A bit of a fatal jump from Johnny in the end there.
Yeah, indeed.
Managed to dodge 2 rockets with the stamina, but it was not enough for the third one.
Oh, and Dreamy pushing up the field.
Interesting choice of this path here over the rooftops.
Don't really see that often. Keeps a good view, constant view on the left defender, so you may actually have an opportunity to take him out. So, you see Dreamy playing around with these two defenders, and Nyko as well in the long distance, and he's still going to continue to move around the map and try and get different positional angles on these defenders. Nyko pushing in right now, and Dreamy manages to hold him off, but he's in a lot of trouble. He managed to keep his calm, but not for long. Johnny's there to deal the very last damage on Dreamy and eliminate him. Yes. So Dreamy, yeah, he seemed to be moving quite fairly well around the map, but it just wasn't connecting any shots. The defenders on Evolution Gamer side were actually quite well protected.
Yeah, agreed. Well played on the defense side. So, Evolution Gamers Italy. This is still doable for them, but they're still lacking that one attacking round. Nyko will attempt to equalize things, but Extensive has other ideas as he sends a rocket right next to the laser pad. Nyko having no way to anticipate that. Oh, Nyko is gonna show us a little double wall jump. Oh my god, as soon as he passes through the archway though. Well, he enters the danger zone.
He certainly does.
Get out alive.
Not at all. And here we have Extensive. That was really weird. He was blue for a second for me. And Nyko leaving the game as well. So it appears that we actually do go for a pause. I believe it is just a simple client crash, which we'll be able to resolve pretty quickly, hopefully. And here we have it, Nyko now returns. Speedy amount of time. And let's see how Extensive performs in his attacking round. He's already got one attacking point on his name. See if we can get a second one. And which route he decides to take also determines how well he performs. So looks like he's going to go straight for the middle. Now, if I was him, I would have blocked that rocket a little bit more earlier on.
Feel the wind from that one.
And he makes a move on Todo on the right side. Not getting too close. There's two defenders here. You see Johnny actually in the mid, but he's also there to support Todo if Todo needs it. And that makes it a lot harder for Extensive to make the move in there. Tries to go double wall jump to try and get a shot on Johnny in the mid. Receiving a hit from Todo as well. That must have been a flanking shot through the archway. Oh, receiving a hit there as well. And a double kill from Extensive there. And a lovely finish on Nyko. What a fantastic play there. And that'll be definitely a highlight for our collection. That was fantastic play of Extensive.
Oh my word. It's like only from this match alone we're going to have a full highlight video. Because tonight is just insane. And Extensive does it again with a massive comeback. A +2 and an immediate shot. To kill 3 in a row with only 2 shots. Todo though going back strong as he surprises Extensive with his position and hitting that medium range shot very well. He did He did get hit in the process though, so it's going to be 2 armors for him. He has to be careful, brought down to 1 armor nevertheless. Dreamywell is on his right side, and Arn on the left, and he takes down Dreamywell. It's all up to Arn. Toto. Oh, he's not gonna do anything else. That rocket was hugging the wall, quite literally, and yeah, he just hit Toto in the feet. Nothing he could do.
Yeah, it may have been possible that didn't actually hit the foot at all. It actually hit the ground right next to the foot. And since there is, I think it is known in the Shootmania that
a little bit
the
of
rocket
splash
does have a
damage.
little bit of splash damage. Yeah, there's a small amount, and it's sometimes enough just to hit the foot, the splash damage itself. So to me, I didn't think that rocket hit, but it actually hit because of splash damage, which is actually fairly common. That happens every now and then. So anyway, we'll be moving on to our 3rd map, Treasure Island. As you know, in the C Play series, is that we actually play 3 maps. We play all 3 maps. Doesn't matter about best of 3 or anything like that. And the teams battle out to try and get to win match points for the series. And now we're moving on to the 3rd map, Treasure Island, which is one of the new maps. And it's great to actually see it again because it does have some interesting interesting plays. Especially by defense, and kind of like it's quite fun to actually learn what attackers do, what routes they take, what moves they can do on these defenders. And but right now, I mean, most of the time we're actually seeing kind of like attackers experimenting with things, going a little bit aggressive. How close is too close, and how far is too far. What moves are the right moves to make?
The score in the first map was 9-3 for C-Play Academy. Just to answer the question in the chat. Alright. Yeah, good introduction of the map, Wildface. Thank you for that. And now on to Extensive, who will try to show us something special here. Just like he talked about it. Can he do anything against this defense? Still finding an opportunity to wall. That wall jump was cool, and I wonder if he wanted to jump over that fence, and that made me believe it was possible. But he finds Johnny anyway, as he's separated from the rest of the defenders, perhaps a little bit uncoordinated here from the Russian Gamers Italy defense. But here Extensive with another one, but Niker might still save the day. Or at least the first round here on Treasure Island, but it's not gonna happen. Extensive coming around the pole and landing that hit, not giving the defender a chance. What an opening.
Indeed. That was a fantastic opening for Extensive. However, let's see how Toto responds to it. Gotta keep an eye on the defender on road. Now gonna move up. Lovely wall jump with combination of the stamina jump pad, but unfortunately doesn't connect the shot. Connects that shot on the retreat on Arn. Fantastic choice by Toto here, and he makes a move on Extensive. Doesn't quite land the shot, and he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. So we can kind of see how these attackers, like, they can. It's quite easy for them to get it up and close and personal to these defenders, but knowing, like, they don't really know what's the safest attack route. Depending on, I mean, purely depending. You can see Arn pushing in from the mid there. And Toto managed to just get away from it just because he managed to land the connect the shot on him. So, anyway, so Arn performs. I actually didn't see how Johnny hit him. Johnny hit him from on this side, so anyway, lovely lovely play there by Arn. Connecting the shot, one-on-one situation with Johnny. And right now, competing with Nico on the top of the tower. And he does in fact take him out. Lovely move there. I don't think Nico was ready for that. And now we have Arn just a one-on-one situation with Toto now on the pole. So how exactly is he going to plan this out? Going to flank over to the right, maybe to the left. He's going to change it up a little bit to add some confusion to Toto. But that's not to worry on his side, because Toto is actually coming right out at Arn and delivering a nice accurate shot to finish him off.
Yeah. Toto using that precise moment when Arn actually left off the ground, well, more like dropped off to the lower ground, and that was the moment of predictability. So perfectly taking an advantage of that. Only denying a rocket. in order to protect himself and reload his laser. He rotates to this area. He does. He is careful about the bouncy path on the left side.
Oh!
But man, he's
Change
not
that rocket.
not careful enough about these two rockets. Still struggling to find any defenders in the open. Trying to bait them out. Now he does, but man, this is a tough position to be at. But Extensive comes out too far, and Johnny could still turn this into a comeback. Here we go, moving around. Oh man, the trade was interesting, but in the end very costly, as Arn only needed one rocket, and he delivered.
Yeah, especially when there's C-Play Academy came in for the push when it got to capture mode time. Johnny did put up a good fight. I mean, managed to catch out Extensive, and a nice shot on his rotation forward, which is brilliant for Johnny because he was getting a lot of pressure from these three defenders, especially Dreamy as well, who was on the position by this pillar right here. Anyways, Dreamy actually in his attacking round, receiving the first hit from Johnny. Oh, that was getting incredibly close in between all three defenders. This is quite a dangerous spot for him to hang around, and Johnny delivers a second rocket as well. Now he's going to change things up. You see Nyko pre-firing down in that position as well to help support Johnny on the cage. And he comes back up here after taking the teleporter. Oh, Johnny actually managed to bounce him off. Anyway, it doesn't last long because he is taken out by Dreamy, and Dreamy makes a move to Pole, or at least I thought he was going to go to. But actually, he was going to decide to try and take out Todo while he was there. I'm not sure if that was the right choice to make, but at least he may have had the choice. Decided to go for it, but it wasn't very successful there, unfortunately for him. Nyko now, you can see the pre-fire with that bouncy wall is actually usually a lot more effective. There's somewhere you can precisely aim, and you can get the shots basically right through the archway. See if the defenders can actually get that.
Quite surprised that they rather not place the rockets right next to the wall, as an attacker you cannot see those.
Yeah.
Well, using the bounce pad you do have a second or half a second to react. Anyway, Sniper here still trying to catch out Dreamy while, mind you, he does have plenty of speed on that blue road and a fast reload as well for his rockets. So he's holding his ground pretty well so far. Nyko finds Extensive in the open but doesn't quite connect, and neither does that shot, so time is slowly but surely running out, and Nyko doesn't even get to drop onto the pole.
Oh, I mean, yeah, high ground does usually give yourself a pretty good advantage, but you do sacrifice, or you do lose out on the drop when you drop down. Does leave you quite vulnerable. But unfortunately for him, he just wasn't having a good round. He wasn't connecting any shots that he really wanted to connect, and it was pretty unfortunate for him. Extensive, lovely move there as well, as he takes the stamina jump pad. It gains huge amount of height over Todo and also taking him out. Very good move on his side. I wonder if he goes for another one on the stamina pad. Tries to go for a wall jump, doesn't quite connect the wall jump, but to mind, I don't think he's actually going to reach that wall, even though he tried. But two defenders left, and he does take out Johnny on the pole, catching him out completely. If you see the defender dropping down, no, he's still up there. Nyko is still there, and then he's dropping down now at the perfect time to drop down, delivering a beautiful double hit while on the pole. What fantastic play by Nyko here. However, how is Extensive going to deal? And he does take him out eventually.
Extensive does seem to like this map, doesn't he?
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah. Attacks his name. Yeah, nice try from Nyko as well. Too bad for him, he couldn't quite deliver the last shot. But Extensive perfectly read the intention of the rocket bump and pre-aimed the exact spot necessary. So 5-2 is our score. Of course, the advantage on C-Play Academy side, as they are on the favorite defending side. And Todo already brought down to 1 armor and make that 0. Streamy well secures the round from the high ground.
Yeah, certainly Dreamy actually making the choice to go onto the road, which does leave him partially vulnerable, but he does have extra speed and extra reload speed as well, which allows him to provide his teammates with more extra cover fire. And more rockets, well, more chance to hit the attacker. Arn receives a first hit after moving in, a second one as well, does manage to get a nice little flick shot on Todo. Now he's getting a rotation from the back, but he seems to have crashed.
Oh no.
Which is not going to be good for Arn there. I imagine they're probably going to replay that round due to Arn, you know, incomplete round.
Gonna use this opportunity to tweak the settings a little. Yeah, there we go. On his back, and so is our game. So let's hop right into our 10th round. Why do I get muted every time I rejoin the server?
How do you?
Do you have that as well?
No, I'm typing fine.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, here we have Johnny now on his attacking round. And he moves straight into between the defenders. He almost catches that extensive as he jumps onto the platform. That's quite a risky move on his part. I would actually stay put in there. But unfortunately, Johnny didn't quite take on that opportunity. Take advantage of it. And Johnny now doing a wee pop. Not getting the shot though. Now, he's now keeping, as we can see, keeping his distance from the defenders. He doesn't want to get too close. He wants to just see an opportunity to try and take them out, and then take them out. But for now, he's running out of time. He's going to try and keep the control over Paul. Doesn't quite connect that shot. He really needed that shot, and now we have 3 defenders putting a lot of pressure on him. I'm not sure if he's going to change up his plan, or he's still going to continue to push on. And Dreamy is just pushing really hard. Eventually does get eliminated. Can Johnny make a recovery? No, he can't. Unfortunately not. Johnny and Arn do deal that last damage to him. I mean, not Johnny. Arn managed to finish him off. And here we go. Dreamy now on his attacking round. His team has a 2-point lead already, so he should feel quite comfortable in this attack.
User in your channel timed out.
Very interesting move there. And Dreamy pushing in now, coming around the back. And he's trying to bait out Todo, but Todo's staying put. I wonder if he's going to continue to keep playing with him, and he is indeed, and does take him out. Todo being quite aggressive in that position. Oh, and he does receive a double tap from Johnny. Johnny dealing all 3 defensive hits from his point of view. Also appears my colleague Cuba has basically disconnected. I think his internet's cut out, but at least I still got this recording going on, so we got that going. And as Nyko takes the teleporter, teleports you from this different view. Oh, and he gets bounced off to the side into Arn's rocket. It was pretty good that Arn was actually providing that pre-fire. And he delivers a nice shot on Dreamy now. You see attackers constantly make that move and try and take a shot at that defender on the road in tower. And there's a successful one. Oh, and a beautiful trade there as well. Nyko delivered a lovely shot on Arn, while also Arn dealing a laser damage to Nyko from the pad. And now we have a one-on-one situation. Nyko make a sneaky move in. And now he's on the same level extensive, but can he manage to capture the pole? He can indeed, and get an extra point, well, the first point for Evolution Gamers on this map. And now we shall have extensive and see how he performs. Now moving into the mid. Deals a lovely shot there. Oh, but unfortunately jumps a little bit too high. Johnny's accurate rocket there to finish him off. And there we also have Nyko there too. And here we have Todo making his move on the higher ground. Oh, and he makes an aggressive move. Oh, extensive is there to deal that triple tap on Todo, completely catching him off guard. And I certainly miss Cuba, but I have no idea where he is. He's probably currently working on reconnecting to the internet. Arn dealing a lovely shot on Todo there. And no wonder, now two defenders to worry about now, which will make things so much easier for him. Trying to do his best to bait Johnny out of his position. Nyko's still up in the tower as a supporting position. So it's totally up to Johnny and Arn and how they perform. Nyko's already dropped down, so now two defenders are going to be working together, defending that pole. I mean, they don't really need to be defending it this early, but they seem to be quite strong positions nonetheless. Arn missing, but he's still holding his ground, dodging it in such close combat with Johnny. As he makes the moves in. Oh, I thought he was actually going to take out Johnny there, but doesn't quite deal the damage, deal the connection. Oh, and he's moving in, receives 2 hits, and he's in trouble. He gets bounced about a little bit, and that is long enough for Johnny to deal the last damage on Arn, finishing his attacking round. But the score is 7-8, folks, and Johnny's in the attacking order, well, attacking round right now, and it's all down to him to win a point. And welcome back, Cuba.
Thanks. Neighbors just fucked up the cable or something.
Oh no. Anyways, still got the recording going on, so no to worry. Johnny in his attacking round deals a lovely damage on Arn, shooting right in the foot. Still have 3 armors remaining. Oh, that was a bit unfortunate there, but unfortunately Johnny's still going on. He's still got 3 armor. Can he deal with these 2 defenders? He's still kind of hanging around pole to keep control, but defenders are already there, so it doesn't really matter for Treasure Island. And Johnny, can he actually deal the damage? Oh my goodness, he receives a couple of hits, but he's not gonna make the attack. He's not gonna make the capture. So incredibly close, but that is it, folks.
Yep.
Seaplay Academy do get the 3rd map point, and that should be it for these 3 games, and then we'll move on to the other one in about 5 minutes.
That could have been a great comeback, a great clutch round from Johnny.
It certainly could have been, yeah.
But it would look like then People Academy gets 3 points out of that match as they managed to win 3 maps. If I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.